We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Ought to be a good one here between the Sky Sox and the Seattle Mariners. Mariners baseball comes your way next. Johan Ramirez will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, hitters have had their way with this guy this year. This is a stat any pitcher doesn't want to have attached to him. The league hitting over 300. That's righties and lefties hitting over 300 against this guy. That's something he's going to drastically have to improve on.
Here's Mookie Betts, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
Mookie Betts.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. And fellas, you take a look at these Seattle Mariners at the start of play here tonight. They're definitely in a nice stretch as they've won 6 of their last 7 ball games.
Hey, Dan, first game was a blowout right there. Let's see if they can get the 2-game sweep. Not always easy, but when it's not 3 or 4 games, maybe we could scratch this one out.
Yeah, especially when you won as big as they won the first one in this one, D-Row. As soon as that first game is over, you're thinking, hey, we got really a big chance to sweep here, particularly when it's only a 2-game series.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, Corey Dickerson. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. This is pulled into right. Gonzalez is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down.
Well, this one was squared up pretty good, but just like pitchers give up hits on well-executed pitches, batters make outs on balls they couldn't have hit much better.
In now is Anthony Rendon, looking for better results than last night when he went 0 for 4 in that one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike.
Hey, they say solos won't kill us, but I got to believe this guy's looking to do exactly that.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
That's a tough pitch for a batter. If you're not expecting it, you'll end up with half a bat after you swing.
Now a fastball here that'll wisely lay off, and it's 1-2. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Earl Hendricks.
Hey, D-Row, Earl Hendricks, he's not a guy that gets a lot of complaints by either players or pitchers. He's a pretty good umpire.
Yeah, Dan, Earl's got a great track record in his sport. He's pretty consistent, and overall, he's been a fair umpire.
And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that, the side is retired. David Price is on the mound for Game 2. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matty V, this ought to be a fun one to watch. This guy's been around the block for a while, but he's having a rock-solid season with a real good ERA. It'll be really interesting to see how he attacks his opposing lineup.
Here's D. Gordon now. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Mariners, the second baseman, D. Gordon.
Now the pitch. Drops one down here, and he'll try to beat it out. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
Batting second, the center fielder, Malik.
So one away here with the bases empty, and that'll bring up the speedy outfielder Malik Smith. Now the first pitch here from Price. Fellas, our visiting team as they take the field after a scoreless top half. They've been fairly punchless of late, losing last time out and in fact dropping 6 of their last 7.
Yeah, Matty, they got to find a way to put yesterday behind them. They got pounded without question, but today is a new day and they regroup and grind and try and do the little things to try and win this ball game.
Bases are empty, one man out. Grounded to short. On to first, and the price is right here, 2 away.
Batting first, the third baseman, Kyle Seager.
Here's the third baseman now, Kyle Seager. First delivery to him on the way.
1-0. Ball. 2 balls, no strikes.
The 2-0.
That's the ball.
I'd be shocked if this wasn't a 4-pitch walk right here. He doesn't want to mess around and leave something over the heart of the plate and get beat in this situation.
And this is taken low for ball 4, and they'll have themselves a 2-out base runner here after all.
Well, they were obviously pitching around him there, and I don't blame them. With the bases empty and 2 outs, and a hitter of this caliber at the plate makes somebody else beat you.
Striding forward now is the DH, Daniel Vogelback. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. Price pauses. Here he comes 0-1. And he watches a called strike at the knees. No balls and 2 strikes. Vogelbach behind, a ball and 2 strikes. Seager is off of first with 2 away. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2.
2-2.
Count remains 2-2. To short, hit hard. Bichette picks it up cleanly. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. 1 left for Seattle. We are still scoreless. Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal. Comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game.
The catcher, Yasmani Grandal.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
Ball.
The 1-0. Misses for the second ball. Grandal is really a unique kind of hitter. He bats from both sides of the plate, but what makes him so special is his ability to hit for power from both sides.
Yeah, and this is a manager's dream. This does not come down the pipe too often. Even in today's game with the best 750 players in the world, there are very few players with the skill set that this guy possesses.
Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1. Hit hard to the right side, but foul. Down the first baseline, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. And it's fouled away. Still 3 balls and 2 strikes. The 8th pitch of the at-bat. And that misses for ball 4. So it's a leadoff walk here to start the second.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
So coming to the plate, Mike Yastrzemski. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. He's set and the pitch. And they'll try and get him out in front to start the at-bat, but this misses off the plate away. It's ball 1. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. And it's gone. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. 19th home run for him on the season, as it's now a 2-0 ball game.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
At the plate now, Luke Voigt. 0-1 the count. The pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Gonzalez has a read on it, and that's the first out of the inning.
Batting 7. The second baseman, Delino DeShields.
And here's the second-generation big leaguer Delino DeShields. Couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Set to deliver the 0-1. A little too much bite on the breaking ball that time, as it's well off the outside. The 1-2.
Having a hard time putting this hitter away here, and when I was looking at the tape on him from his last start, this is what I saw a lot of. He's not closing the door on guys, and when that's the case, they eventually get a pitch that they can do something with.
And Gonzalez will put this one away for route number 2.
The shortstop, Bo Bichette.
At the plate, Bo Bichette. He drove in 2 of his club's 3 runs in last night's affair. First pitch of the at-bat. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Smith in pursuit. He's got it. A great running play, and that'll retire the side. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run home run. We'll go to the bottom of the second. The Sky Sox are out on top 2-0. Now at the plate, Carlos Gonzalez, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Here's the first pitch to him. And it's the outside corner. It's strike 1.
0-1.
Price ready with the 0-1. Now here's a ball hit high and deep to straightaway right field. Back goes Betts on the warning track. He makes the catch.
Batting 6. The catcher, Tom Murphy.
Striding into the box, Tom Murphy. He'll get to take his first cuts here. The pitch. Swing and a miss, 1-1. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
You know he's probably cheating on that inside pitch after he got jammed earlier. If you're on the mound right now, you want to try to hit that outside corner, and there's a pretty good chance you'll get him to roll over something.
Fastball, and looks like they're pinching him a bit here. It's 3-1. One out, nobody on. Out in front here is this one scorched, foul to the left. And awfully close there on 3-2, but take your base, says Earl Hendricks. It's ball 4.
Well, he gives up the walk, but that was a really good pitch. Might have been just out of the zone, but not by much. A lot of guys would have gone fishing for that pitch, so sometimes the hitter just outlasts you.
Stepping in, Patrick Wisdom. He's set. Here it comes.
1 ball, no strike.
The 1-0 home.
No, that means that's
Clearly working the bottom of the zone, trying to get a ground ball for a double play.
Runners on first with 1 down. Two balls and a strike to the Mariners' first baseman.
Gutsy pitch right there. 2-0 changeup for a strike. Good call by the catcher. Great execution by the pitcher.
Called strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Now Price misses here on 2-2, and he runs it full. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
So now to the plate, Tim Lopes, as he takes a called strike on the black. It's 0-1. The numbers coming in. He's at 255, 2 home runs, and an even 20 RBIs. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2. In the dirt, but swung on and missed. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. So no runs, no base hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We played 2 full. The Sky Sox on top 2-0. Matt Vasgersian back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac as Kevin Kiermaier settles in to start the inning. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch.
Yeah!
Here it comes. Stays alive, still 0-2. And he'll hang in here as he reaches to foul this one away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
Hey, have an AB right here. I know it's frustrating the heck out of the pitcher. You keep fouling these pitches off, maybe one misses over the heart of the plate.
And it's a ball and 2 strikes to Kiermaier now.
Pretty standard fastball right there, 0-2. Now he's changed the eye level of the batter so he can start working something in like an off-speed curveball down in the zone.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. A bouncer to the left side. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
Ready for another chance? Mookie Betts 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Line toward the alley in left center. That's his first base hit, make him 1 for 2 now.
Hey guys, he's lucky he's getting this baseball back. He hung that middle of the plate. The batter's eyes lit up and he was able to put good wood on it.
In now, Corey Dickerson, as he'll take a changeup here for strike 1. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at bat. Betts is on the move. He swings and misses. Throw down. Short hop, but they got him. Great pick and tag to catch him trying to steal.
One of the keys to stealing a bag is getting a good jump. And even though this throw bounces, they're still able to get him because of the poor jump he had on first.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Gordon has a play. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side.
Back now for the Mariners' third turn at bat, and unfortunately for them and their fans, this lineup hasn't really found its stride this season. Entering the day, they ranked near the bottom of the league in batting average, on-base percentage, and slugging. So it's clear this is a work in progress. One player told me before the game, it's a difficult thing to go through. We're all competitive guys, and we believe in ourselves, but we're obviously not getting the results we need. And one coach told me that despite the numbers being what they are, he's seeing a lot of development happening, so he's optimistic about what the future holds, especially for some of their younger players. Back to you, Matt.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Heading out towards shallow right. He dives. Did he catch that? He did. What a play there for the first out.
Oh, and a highlight reel catch there, no doubt. He laid out to sacrifice his body, brought it in, and secured it all the way to the ground. You know his pitcher really appreciates an effort like that.
Standing in, D. Gordon. Now the first pitch here from Price. The windup and the 0-1.
No, that missed. 1-1.
Swing and a ball sliced foul into the seats down the left field line. To short. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Had to protect there with 2 strikes, and he just got it off the end of the bat. Not much of a problem for the infield at that point.
Malik Smith the next to hit. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Price is ready. Here's the first pitch. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
Hey, either this hitter needs a cup of coffee or he was sitting off speed right there.
And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1.
Hey, a 2-out walk right here would be the tying run to the plate. Even though it's early on, you got a guy on deck that has a lot of pop.
And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
Not likely to see a 4th fastball in this situation. I'm going to eliminate the fastball if I'm at the plate right here.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hit on the ground to third. That's a hit, the first of the game for the Mariners.
I don't know what side of the fence I fall on, boys. Old school, new school. I think I kind of stand right along that fence. But one thing that gets me jacked up is watching guys grind down an account and drive base hits the other way.
A look to first by Price and a dive, but he's back. Standing in now, Kyle Seager, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. He's got the average at 285 here to start play. 7 homers, 26 RBIs. Before the 0-1, he'll check on first. Runner back safely. 2 out with the man at first. And again a throw, and he has to dive, but he's back in easily. Tying run at the plate, the 0-1. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. Bottom dropped out on him, and that's a strikeout. And that ends the inning. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. On now to the top of inning number 4. Colorado Springs is out in front 2-0. Digging in for his second at-bat, Anthony Rendon. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
Swung on and hit deep to left center. This one has a chance. Gone to lead off the inning. Anthony Rendon connects on a solo shot. Number 18 for him on the campaign, as it's now a 3-0 ball game.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
And here's the switch-hitting catcher, Yasmani Grandal, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike one. Reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Now a fastball gets the upper part of the zone for strike two.
He's attacking this hitter a lot more aggressively than he did the first time when he faced him and issued a walk. Coming right after him here.
And he'll try to get him to chase the fastball there, but he lays off. 1-2.
Man, that's a good take there on that 0-2 fastball. Just missed. He must have a really good eye at the plate.
Lays off. 2-2 now.
Looks like that bomb earlier in the inning kind of put this pitcher on the defensive. Not being very aggressive right now.
3-2 now.
Boy, went from being in the driver's seat to now being in some trouble. Had the count 0-2, started nipping at the corners, and next thing you know, this count stands at 3-2.
Now the payoff pitch home.
After fouling off the second one, I got to step out of the box, adjust my batting gloves, and tell myself there's no chance he's tripling up on that pitch.
Oh, and he's caught looking at a beautiful curveball there as that buckled him for the first out of the inning.
Now batter.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Mike Yastrzemski. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here. Pitch on the way.
I guess the game plan from the offensive standpoint today coming into this one was they were going to work the counts. They've been super patient at the plate in the early goings of this game, and they've got the lead looking for more.
Here is a ground ball now for the shortstop to the right of second. Throw, and he's called out on a close play at first. So with two gone here in the fourth, let's check out our pitch speed comparison for the two starters. And these two guys have both displayed their power arms so far with top speeds at 94 and 97 respectively. At the plate, Luke Voigt comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And no swing, apparently. Ball one. And this winds up inside for a ball. 2-0 now.
Hey, always a good idea to take a couple of pitches when you're facing a young arm like this one. And now he's put himself in a real good hitter's count.
And now pitch on the way. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike one anyway. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball three. Delino DeShields would be next. The 3-1. Takes a strike for a full count now. 3-2.
Probably better that he let that pitch go anyway. After seeing a lively fastball on the pitch before, it's pretty hard to sit back enough on a well-thrown changeup.
And strike 3 called as he says, you got to be kidding me, with the side retired. So 1 run on 1 base hit, the home run, no errors, and no one left. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. Colorado Springs is on top 3-0. Dan Vogelbach is next. He's set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Hitter, number 20.
Here comes the first pitch. And he gets ahead 0-1.
Man, this guy's been incredibly efficient so far in this one, mostly because he's getting ahead. 70% of the batters he's faced, he's thrown the first pitch strike to.
Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. There's a ball low. He misses with a changeup. Here's the 2-1 from Price. And ooh, he's really given some leeway on the outside edge here. 2-2 now. Three and 2, a full count to the Mariners' designated hitter.
Hey, throwing the ball great up until this point. Don't want to allow a leadoff walk. Needs to just focus in on his mechanics right here.
And this is swung on and missed, and this 4th inning will start the same way he ended the 3rd, with a strikeout, and there's 1 away.
With how hard guys throw these days, 94 miles an hour is good, but not as impressive as it used to be. Professional hitters can catch up with that, so it's all about setting the fastball up with good off-speed stuff to make it look more effective, and that's exactly what he did right there.
Here's Carlos Gonzalez, as he'll watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike 1. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
1-1.
No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors in the game for the Mariners to this point. Hits this one hard the other way, and Gonzalez is going to have himself a base hit.
Hey, there's a base hit right there on a changeup. Maybe not a good idea to throw this guy back-to-back changeups.
Yeah, he seemed to be timing that first one. He let the first one go by, Dan. He was not going to let the second one go by. Nice job right there staying through that baseball.
And that'll bring in Tom Murphy as he'll look at a changeup that drops below the knees for ball 1. Comes in here right at 260. 6 home runs, 27 driven in. The 1-0 delivery. And this is just off the outside corner, ball 2. On the ground is short. This could be 2. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. Throw just in time as they get him by an eyelash.
Now batting, number 22.
Now at the plate, Patrick Wisdom. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
That's the ball. 1-0.
And the fastball hitting 93 on the gun. It's 1-1.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
The 1-1.
He's looking pretty passive here, hitting with a chance to drive in a run. Gonna have to make something happen with 2 strikes now.
Now Price is 1-2. A swing and a ground ball to third. Oh, look at Rendon. It's in time. That was exceptional. He got the out and prevented the runner from having a chance to score. They call it the hot corner for a reason, and this is a beauty to take us to break. The three of us return with more Wednesday Night Baseball after this. So striding forward now, Delino DeShields. He'll start off the fifth in this one.
Delino DeShields.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. On the ground to the left side. A dive, but he can't knock it down. It's through for a base hit. So there'll be a man aboard here to start out their half of the fifth.
The batter, number 11, shortstop, Bo Bichette.
At the plate, Bo Bichette. That's a strike to throw down. Is not close as he's in there with a stolen base. The 0-1 on its way. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. A runner at second, nobody out. And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now.
One of the best ways to keep a guy uncomfortable is to pound him inside. They're doing that, and this one caught the zone.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
That's a pretty impressive pitch from a young arm like that. If you could spot your pitches there in advantage counts like 1 and 2, you're going to have a lot of strikeouts and soft contact.
Standing in, Kevin Kiermaier. As he'll wait out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. 0-1 count and the pitch. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Runner at second here with 1 man out. Line to the right side. That's in there. Base hit. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with 1 away.
Right fielder.
Boy, there's a bullet base hit right there, but you have to hold there, D-Row, to make sure that gets down and isn't caught for a line drive double play.
Yeah, you have to play the game right there and respect the infield and respect the line drive. I know he wants to get a ribby for his buddy, but that's the way the game's played.
So that'll bring in Mookie Betts as the first pitch misses high and inside for ball 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. That hole getting a little deeper now. It's 2-0.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With 2 guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
Runners are at the corners with 1 man out. Hit sharply toward the right side. And this is going to get down for extra bases, as that'll get 1, if not both of them, home.
He had 2 men on base, and he delivers a clutch 1-out double to bring 1 home and leave the other 90 feet away. That's what you want from everyone in your lineup, that clutch gene to deliver when it matters.
Here comes the Seattle skipper on his way to the mound, and it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. So he'll make his way to the dugout after working just 4 1/3, and he just didn't have his best stuff in this one. Yoshihisa Hirano takes the mound to try to get out of this mess. There are 2 on with only 1 away. To the plate now, Corey Dickerson, as he'll pop this one foul off to the left and out of play. 0-1 delivery.
That's inside ball.
Everyone in the ballpark knows what the pitcher's intentions are in this situation. Great job at the plate to lay off a tough pitch in a good spot.
Runners are at second and third with one down. Loud contact for Dickerson, and a ball headed to deep right field. And this one is gone. A home run. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. Home run number 9 on the year as this lead swells to 7-0. Well, that was this lineup's 3rd homer of the game.
Yeah, Matty B, this has always been known as one of the better pitchers' ballpark. Ken Griffey didn't like to hit here. A-Rod didn't like to hit here. The only guy that seemed to like to hit at this place was Ichiro. Definitely a pitcher's ballpark.
Yeah, without question, Dan. And that's why what they were able to accomplish today with such a high home run total just screams to the ball flying today. Maybe there was a jet stream going out to the gaps. I don't know. But what we saw today is not the norm.
2 balls and no strikes to Anthony Rendon.
If you've been paying attention, the guy on the mound does not want to come inside. If I'm at the plate, I'm leaning out over.
2 balls and a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. So a ringing single here to center field makes it 2 hits for him on the night. And as you can see there on the team leaderboard, he's currently pacing the club here as we approach the midway point of the season. Into the box, Yasmani Grandal, as he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball. 1-0. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Now the 1-0.
Cut. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Four runs here in this half inning. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. From the belt, kicks and deals. And he's able to fight this one off, foul to the right, and the count will hold at 1-2. Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2 now. Smoke the other way, high and deep to left. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left, and even 20 home runs for him now thus far, as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now. Brendan Brennan gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys.
The left field, number 9, Mike.
At the plate now, Mike Yastrzemski. Here's a fly ball, well hit. Gonzalez has a read on it, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Now batting.
Final line there for the Mariners starting pitcher. Not the night he or his club were hoping for.
One of the tough things to do when you're trying to have a good pitching performance is keep the ball in the ballpark. He was filling up the strike zone, but he did allow 2 home runs.
Ready once again, Luke Voigt. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
And Matty, it was a pretty nasty breaking ball that buckled this guy. That has to be in the back of his mind as he walks to the plate right here. Has to protect against looking foolish again on the off speed.
Fouled away. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Swung on and missed. That strike 2. 2 out, nobody on. Misses. Ball 2. Here now the 2-2. Gets him swinging. He struck him out. But 6 runs here in the inning have taken a close game and broken it wide open. Home half of the 5th coming up. Colorado Springs is out in front here, 9-0. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Mariners manager Scott Service during the break about his team's offensive performance so far, and he told me the quality of their swings needs to improve as the game moves forward. He said they're searching for ways to drive the ball with some authority because it's just not happening for them today. They haven't gotten an extra base hit yet, so it's been a real struggle getting guys into scoring position. But the key, he said, is not to panic. Sometimes you just have to fight through the downturns and keep your focus and energy high.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Into the box, Tim Loach. He leads off from the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. And that's right there, and we're even at 1.
1-1.
Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. The pitch. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
Well, this has been a completely different performance from the offense that we saw yesterday. They were looking like the 27 Yankees 24 hours ago, but they've been held in check so far in this one. That's kind of how baseball goes, though.
Stepping in now, Braden Bishop, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. And he popped him up back into foul territory behind first, but this will land untouched. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors in the game for the Mariners to this point. And he won't offer it that. Too high. 1-2.
Hey, that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close, but I'm hit right now. I'm still sitting on that heater.
And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
And here's the speedster D. Gordon. Now a swing and a ball popped in the air back behind short, and Bichette's got it. The side is retired. Mariners are down in order. They're looking up at a 9-0 deficit. Digging in once again, Delino DeShields. He reached on a single last time and later wound up scoring.
Delino DeShields.
First pitch of the at-bat. And here's a ball hit in the air. Gonzalez on the run. And no one will track it down. Here's the pitch. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there.
1-1.
Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1. I tried to jerk that one, and it's 2-2. Sure took a healthy hack that time. Set to deal on 2-2. So a full count now.
Hey, that's a nice take by the batter right there, but that's a non-competitive off-speed pitch. Got to do better to at least entice a swing.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. Popped up. And no one will track it down. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
Now batting. The shortstop.
Ready now, Bo Bichette. He went down on strikes last time up. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Set to deliver the 0-1. Into right field. That's a base hit.
Dan, how hard is it to massage your way through such a deep lineup? I mean, even the 8, 9-hole hitters are solid big league players.
You know, Mark, these days you're not seeing a lot of defensive specialists in the infield or outfield. If you're in that starting lineup these days, there's a pretty good job you can swing the bat.
So here's Kevin Kiermaier as he'll take a look at ball 1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. One and 1. Here it comes. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
2-1.
The 2-1 home.
3-1.
Mookie Betts will be next. The 3-1 fouled off.
Let's go, Em.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And awfully close there on 3-2, but take your base, says Earl Hendricks. It's ball 4.
Now batting. The right fielder.
So the batting order turns over now, and set to go Mookie Betts. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, it's been an offensive explosion for him today. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everyone seems to be putting barrel on baseball in this lineup.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Had him lunging at that pitch away, and it's 1-1 now.
Man, this guy's been locked in all game long. I don't know where that ugly swing just came from.
2-1 now to
2-1's
Mookie.
the count.
Boy, this hole he's digging on the mound is all his doing. If you can't throw strikes, you're not going to be out there very long.
The 2-1 home. Hard liner to center field. Smith is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Corey Dickerson.
Next will be the designated hitter, Corey Dickerson. He had that big 3-run homer in his last appearance.
The last at bat, Matty V, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and did miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
And a fastball in there for a strike. 1-1. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Fastball called strike. 1-2. Hit down the line at first. He's got it. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. So here's Malik Smith. And Dan, he and his fellow top of the order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action, and they just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
Now the first pitch here from Price. And oh, look out as the cutter ran way in and just about drilled him.
Wow, I love to watch a guy who's not afraid to move a hitter's feet. You work inside like that, all of a sudden guys aren't likely to dive out over the plate.
And it looked like the fastball got away from him there.
One thing's clear, he's not afraid to pitch inside, right? One pitch ducks him away, then he comes right back with another one. So clearly this pitcher, he's not afraid to work that inner half of the plate.
2-1.
That's how you open up the outside part of the plate. Pound 2 balls in and then get right back outside. Nice pitch.
Now the 2-1. Left side. Bichette's got it. And they won't have a play as he reaches at first. Let's see how this is scored.
So frustrating, Hero. You make a good pitch and you get these guys that can run around and they're fast. You think you have an out, all of a sudden it turns into an infield single.
Yeah, this is definitely part of his game, the ground attack, Dan. He's a speedster. He's going to get a ton of infield singles, and he knows how frustrated that pitcher is.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. This is on the ground over to first. Oh, but the feed is offline. Couldn't hit the shortstop covering the bag. And they won't get him as he's able to advance from first to third on what would certainly be scored a throwing error.
Well, that's always the danger when you've got a lead that's this big. You know there's not a lot of doubt about the outcome of the game, so you lose focus a little bit in the field. And sometimes as a player, you try to trick yourself into playing like it's a close game so you stay sharp.
Ready for another shot now. Daniel Vogelbach. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. On its way is pitch number 75. Now a fastball runs inside and drills him. Oh, that's gotta hurt.
Wow, I'm not sure if he was looking past this guy to the slugger coming up or just lost focus. But now the big bat steps to the plate with a great RBI opportunity.
First pitch on its way. Too low, 1-0.
When you're hitting in a situation like this, you have to find a way to slow your heart rate down. The pitcher's the one with all the pressure. You're looking to keyhole something middle of the plate and drive some runs in.
Line drive to left. Yastrzemski has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner. And not in time as the run scores.
Well, that wasn't your standard sac fly hit. It was hit pretty low and hard, so it wasn't a given they were going to send it. But they did, and they add a number to the run column.
Stepping into the box, Tom Murphy. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result. That's his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
And now we'll see some action in the bullpen as the lefty starts to get loose. First and second now, one man out. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be two. To second for one. Relay to first in time. And just like that, this side is retired. Mariners forced to settle for one. Seventh inning coming up. Colorado Springs leads this one 9-1. And digging in next will be Anthony Rendon. He'll lead things off against the same reliever that finished off the last inning.
Well, you don't see in this day too many relievers going multiple innings, but guys have to earn that trust from their managers. We'll see how he handles it here.
First pitch of the at-bat. And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. Oh, and this at-bat is quickly moving from bad to worse. It's 0-2 now.
Have to find a way to take a deep breath right here and regroup. I know the umpire missed one, but you can't allow the next couple of pitches to be dictated by one bad call. Find a way.
This is skied into short left center. And he will make the catch while ranging backward as he just put the glove up and hauled it in for the first out.
Catcher, Yasmani Grandal.
Digging in, the switch hitter, Yasmani Grandal. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. Here's the first pitch to him. And he'll look at a fastball that doesn't miss by a whole lot. It's 1-0. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. The 1-1 home.
2 balls, 1 strike.
This is on the ground over to first. Reined in. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
The left uniform, number 9, Mike Yastrzemski.
Now batting, Mike Yastrzemski. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. And he misses low with it. 2-0.
2-0 the count.
And he fouls this one off. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. And he got him to chase after a bad one there. 2-2.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
Popped him up. Over to the left, but playable over in foul ground. Brennan will put this one away, and the side is retired.
Ladies and gentlemen, please join us for the traditional 7th-inning stretch.
Stepping up to the plate, Patrick Wisdom. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
And it's fouled away. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. Too high there and maybe a bit outside as well. 2-1. Hit hard back up the middle. Scooped up. And he will whip this one over to first in time for the out.
Up next for Seattle, the shortstop, Tim Lopes.
Settling in now, Tim Lopes. First pitch on its way. Price just 1 earned run so far here with 1 out in the 7th inning. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. Sent on the ground out to second. Fielded cleanly, and he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out.
Now batting, left fielder, Braden Bishop.
Stepping in, Braden Bishop. No hits to this point. Price gets his sign. Here comes the first pitch.
Nope, that's outside. Ball.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Line shot to third, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Mariners. They trail big. It's 9-1. Taylor Gilbo enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
45, Taylor Gilbo.
In now, Luke Voigt.
Leading off for Colorado's friend, the first baseman, Luke Voigt.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Line toward the gap in left center. Smith is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
The batter.
Time to bring you up to date on the numbers for our 2 starters. It's our starter comparison, and the hometown 9 have had trouble generating much by way of hits, as you can see by the left side of your screen. Into the box now, Delino DeShields. He was sent packing on strikes in his last trip.
You know, Matty, tough to go down looking right there, especially in a long at bat. I kind of tip my hat to the fact that he didn't go into uber swing mode. He battled. He just got locked up. Look for him to have another quality AB. I think he's seeing the ball pretty darn big right now.
1-1 count. Here's the pitch. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2.
Not sure if that was a purpose pitch or not, but I liked it. As a pitcher, sometimes you've got to be willing to back the guy off the plate by running something hard inside. You can't just let guys be comfortable standing in the batter's box against you.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. The next 3-2. Making him work out there. The 9th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And awfully close there on 3-2, but take your base, says Earl Hendricks. It's ball 4.
Wow, you know he's not happy with that call. When it crossed the plate, it sure looked like a strike to me. Seemed to catch a ton of the plate. That's a tough way to give up a walk, but he's got to put it behind him now.
Now in the box, Bo Bichette. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. First delivery to him on the way.
Ball out.
Fastball at 96 on the radar gun, and it's 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Called strike that time, and it's even at 2-2.
Wow, not sure what you're looking for right there, but that one was pretty much middle center cut. Tough pitch to take.
Popped him up. Wisdom has room in foul territory. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Now batting, the center fielder, Kevin Kiermaier.
Now to the plate, Kevin Kiermaier. It was a walk in his last trip. From the stretch. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And that runner will go no further than second, as there are 2 aboard now.
Don't sleep on the bottom of the order right there. He broke out all ambush tactics. First pitch fastball middle in, and he's able to drive that for a nice single.
Into the box now, Mookie Betts, as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Lifted in the air to center. Waiting on it is Smith. And that's the 3rd out. Andrew Chafin is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Andrew Chafin.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, D. Gordon for his career in this matchup. He's just 1 for 6.
Gordon.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1. Chafin is adjusting to the new normal as MLB now mandates that relievers reach the end of an inning or face 3 or more batters before being replaced. And for a one-time lefty specialist like this, that's a big change. Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now 2-0. Chafin has tossed over 30 innings so far this season, and through those innings he's worked to a whip under 1.20. League average is around 1.3, so that's a respectable number. 2-0, here it is.
3-0.
Well, this is the matchup they wanted, bringing in the reliever, but falling behind 2-0 doesn't exactly help the situation very much.
Come on, Seattle.
He's set. Here's the 3-0. That one's in there. 3-1. And the count will be full. Full count here. Here comes the pitch. And the sinking fastball called strike 3, and that's out number 1. It's a bullpen game for them now as we have a look at the starters' final line. And he was really in command on the mound throughout the evening.
Yeah, he looked really dialed in from start to finish. This is the kind of outing you hope for every time you go out there. So I think he'll feel pretty good about the effort he put forth in this one.
In now, Malik Smith. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. The 1-0 home.
Yeah, what?
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
The 1-1 is strike 2 swinging.
That's just too much velocity upstairs to get good wood on it. It's going to have to lower his sights.
Come on, Finn. Here we go.
Heading out towards shallow right. Betts has a read on it, and that's the second out of the inning.
Now batting, third baseman, Kyle Seager.
Next for Seattle, Kyle Seager. Only 4 outs remaining for them to try and rally back in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
1-0. Here.
2 out, nobody on. And that's into the corner, a foul ball in right. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Back goes Yastrzemski. He makes the catch. What a play on the run to end the inning. Mariners are down in order. They trail big. It's 9-1. All set to start the 9th in this one. Stepping up now, Corey Dickerson. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. First delivery to him on the way.
That's the ball. 1 ball, no strike.
This one's flared out toward left. In there, a base hit. The 9th inning's underway with a leadoff man aboard via the single.
Hey, they weren't going to keep this guy down for long. That's the ebbs and flows of a baseball season. Bottom line is this guy has bat to ball skills. You knew he was going to get hot eventually.
At the plate, Anthony Rendon as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. The 1-0.
2-0.
Now, this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
The 2-0 on the way.
All right.
Hey, you get 2-0, your eyes light up, but you're sitting in one spot, and he obviously didn't get it right there. But he still finds himself in a 2-1 count, ready to do some damage.
Grounded up the first baseline, but this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone.
That was some nice execution on that pitch. Spotted it nicely down around the bottom of the zone. And when you do that, especially with 2 strikes, not a lot of guys are going to hurt you. You're going to get a lot of ground balls and swings and misses down there.
To the plate now, Yasmani Grandal. Fouled away. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1.
Even though he was fooled in the box right there by that pitch, he was able to keep his hands back, not overcommit, and stay in this at bat.
1-2 as the changeup had him out in front there.
Great pitch in that situation. If he makes contact on that one, more than likely he's hitting into a double play.
Hit back up the middle. Towards second, Gordon is there. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. The 3 of us return with more Wednesday Night Baseball after this. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Daniel Vogelback, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
He's set and the pitch. Breaks his bat as this ball's lifted into the air, and he'll steer clear of the flying debris to make the catch here for the first out.
Now batting, the right fielder, Carlos Gonzalez.
At the plate, Carlos Gonzalez. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
Yeah, Matty, it's always a little frustrating when you square one up. You hit a solid line drive like he did, and all you have to show for it is a jog back to the dugout. That can get in your head for a little while.
Getting loose in the bullpen is Pat Venditti, the rare double threat on the bump with the ability to bring it right or left-handed. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. 1 out, nobody on. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
I always felt this was the toughest pitch for me to pick up. A good executed slider, and that's exactly what happened right there. You get an ugly swing.
Ball 2.
2-2 the count.
Wow, kind of an interesting pitch call there. The batter flailed at the pitch away on the previous one, so you'd think you'd go right back there, but instead they decided to come in. Make him prove he can adjust before you do.
Here it comes. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Tom Murphy waits on deck. 3-2 pitch. Is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
I really liked it. He gave up nibbling out of the zone trying to get him to chase. That wasn't working, so he just reached back and fired a good old country hardball fastball right by him. No better feeling in the world when you're a pitcher than throwing a fastball right by a guy.
So now to the plate, Tom Murphy, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Now the 1-0.
That's down. That's the ball.
Had a rip at the 2-0 sinker, but came up empty at strike one. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A little early, and now it's even at 2-2. Last chance for the Mariners. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Look, it's easy. You don't have to look any further than the 5th inning to see where this game was decided. They put together a big rally and did everything down the stretch to secure this win.
9-1 is the way this one ends. Colorado Springs wrap up their 20th road win of the season. David Price earns win number 7 on the season. Johan Ramirez struggled and gets the loss after giving up 6 earned. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Special in your